How are Sonny and JJ right now?
Day to day.
Day to day?
Day to day. Yeah, we'll see. Hopeful that they can contribute on Monday. We need as many hands on deck as possible.
Kind of what was determined with the pictures on RJ?
Knee, not major, but there was an injury there.
Kind of breathe a little sigh of relief, because I know at first, anytime there's a knee injury, you kind of...
Yeah, definitely. That's something right now that doesn't seem to indicate that it'll be long term. So.
And JJ too, no idea how long? Said day to day, just...
Yeah, hopeful that he can get a couple reps today. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll rely on the training staff there.
Just generally, what are your observations of this Oregon team, which you guys are getting ready to go up against?
Talented, and it's a good program. Year in and year out, they're going to be good. They're going to be really competitive in their league and play postseason. That's what they do. Really big team, and a team that we've got to do a much better job on the glass than we've done to this point to be competitive, up front against them.
How much is having this schedule, non-conference schedule that you guys are playing this year, how does that help, you think, in preparation for the season, knowing you're going to go against Oregon, the Wake Forest, and some of these other teams you guys are going to be playing?
We've got to prepare for the SEC, right? We want to be competitive in our league, which is going to be the best league in the country. So we try to amp it up. A little bit. And we've got great opportunities in front of us starting Monday. So we'll see. We've worked hard. Our guys will put their best foot forward in preparation for these next 4 days. And I know we'll play hard. I know we'll play together. I know we'll prepare well starting today. And hopefully we play well Monday.
How do you go about preparing for a team that hasn't played an exhibition, obviously the season opener, so you don't have as much, film on them? Yeah,
just rely upon the past as much as possible. We've watched a bunch of stuff from last year. You just try to forecast best you can.
And what is the typical characteristics of a Dana Altman team? He's been coaching for quite a while.
He's won a lot of different ways. He's pretty unique in that way. And I'm not overly familiar with that side of the country, but as much as you've seen them playing postseason and all the success that they've had, of course, he's always interesting and fun to watch because sometimes they're a little bit faster and sometimes they play a little bit slower and sometimes they'll zone a little bit more and sometimes they won't, but he's a veteran that's won a ton of games and he's been very successful for a long time.
What kind of conversations did you have with Cario before he left? Was there an option? Was he considering staying, just looking to see what was out there?
Yeah, he decided to enter the portal, and we didn't have much conversation after that other than how can we support you, what are you looking at, how you doing academically, stuff like that, just running into him. Utilizing our facility and being around. He's a guy that we care about and hope he has a great year. Obviously, we hope we do a good job against him, but was a great kid to coach, was fun to coach, explosive scorer. Again, hopefully he has a great year.
What are the strengths of Cario's game that you guys have to be ready for on Monday?
Explosive, driving it, getting to the rim, putting pressure on the rim, drawing fouls. He was a guy too in 1 year coaching him that made big shots, at big times, and really dangerous in the open floor, of course, as well.
As you go back and you watch the film from Monday, what were your biggest takeaways?
Took some my turn shots in the second half. Was a little bit more telling when you watch the film. A little disappointing there. This is a team that's been really unselfish and we've moved it pretty well. Credit EKU though for over pressuring us and making us put our heads down and make some subpar decisions at times. We've got to do a better job there. We've got to do a better job in the class, especially moving forward against bigger, stronger teams like Oregon.
How do you feel about your guard play overall?
Bad shots. Did some good things. I thought Silas was really good, played within himself. 5 assists, zero turnovers. We'll take that most nights, from your freshman point guard. But from a couple other spots there in the backcourt, we've got to pick our spots better in terms of what our shot means.
When you talk about playing within yourself, how much more important does that get? Again, obviously, when you start regular season playing against teams of this caliber that you want to see by the end of the
We got to play together. We got to move. We got to share it. And we got to take the shot that the defense dictates. Guys got to be ready off the bench. I like our parity. I like our depth. I like our ability to come at you from a bunch of different spots. From a personnel standpoint. I mean, I think we could be hard to prepare for in that regard.
Do you feel pretty good about the depth of this team after
Yeah.
seeing them in action now?
Yeah, depth, potential depth, right?
Yeah.
How productive that depth is will remain to be seen, and we'll figure that out as time goes on.
You used
Talking
the-
about that depth, if JJ and Sonny aren't available, who are you looking to step into that kind of spot?
We can play, with a couple bigs, or could play some small ball. A couple freshmen might have opportunities to play, have a little bit more of an impact than maybe otherwise they would have had. A guy like Dylan James who's in the front court, of course. So we'll do the best we can. We'll figure it out.
You use the term explosive scorer with Carrier.
Yeah.
Who on your team kind of fits that description,
Oh.
or if anyone?
I think this team is more of a do it by committee type team. Carrier was great and is great with isolations and just going to get one himself. We got to figure that out in time. I'm not sure that will be as much us though. This team's offensive identity.
Mentioning Dylan, what did you see from him in that exhibition?
He was good. I liked his tempo. He's got a really good feel. He's his pace for a true freshman, as we've talked about a few times, is nice and slow, and he lets it come to him. He's a guy with a high basketball IQ and great length and versatility. Good player.
What's the protocol with exhibition basketball? Do you exchange tapes with the opponent?
No,
No. So it's
no, we've got very little to watch. Relying heavily upon last year.
okay.
With this week, what have you seen in practice just after that exhibition and just getting ready for this first game?
Day off and back at it today. So, we went one day, right, and then had a day off and all runs together. So,
Right.
we got some stuff done a couple days ago. Nothing Oregon specific. That'll start today and tomorrow and heavily those next couple days.
You're obviously a guy that preaches defense. Who stands out to you as the biggest, defenders on this team?
We need everyone that we play to be good defenders, right, to compete in this league. The veteran guys are probably a little bit ahead right now. Noah and Russ and JJ and RJ and those guys come to mind. Justin Hill's a developing defender. He's become a little bit more committed to becoming, a pit bull on the basketball. But we've got to find some others too.
Is this a
One more
typical road game travel? Do you just fly in the night before and don't do anything in the city, even though it's Vegas?
We'll get out there actually a day and a half early, correct, Mike? We'll go out there Saturday afternoon, get in evening, night. I'm not going to do much sightseeing. We'll do some eating and some filming and prepare when we get out there, have as good a practice as we can have on Sunday and get ready for Monday.